Okay, guys, I just discovered a brand new program that is now out, and that is VEX VR code that uses blocks. So it looks a lot more like what we were using before. It's similar to what we're doing with Robot Studio, but it runs a lot smoother. It doesn't have nearly the lag time. I think that you guys will like this format better. Um, so I went ahead and started playing around with it a little bit. Um, and my controls are up at the top, so I'm going to just make this a little smaller. Okay, so when you click on the link that I have in this post, it's going to take you to this website, and now it'll just have the when started button over here. I went ahead and did a little practice code, so I'll show you guys how I created that here in just a second. But the other thing that's really nice, so first when you open this up, it's just going to look like this won't be here. It'll just look like a normal blocks program, but this is all web-based and it's free. I'm not running it on my computer on the V5 Blocks program that's downloaded. This is all web-based. I recommend using Chrome for this and not Safari because it's just going to be built in to run a lot of these things better. If you guys try Safari, let me know how it works. If it works, just if you think it works fine, or if you have some trouble with it, I'd like to know. And then what you've got here is the playground. So this button opens up that playground. And there's some different options. There's Art Canvas, which is going to be the one that I use. There's Disc Maze, there's Wall Maze, and then there's a number grid map. And these are different playgrounds that you can use for different activities. And so now that we've got the playground open, there's this file that's here as well. So this says activities. And if you click on that, it's going to open a new tab and it gives you some different activities. Now, unlike Robot Studio, which when you would do those activities, the Robot Mesh Virtual Academy, it walked you through how to do everything. These do not walk you through it. They give you some information, some tips on how to do the different activities, but they don't have fully developed tutorials. And I think that's because the VEX developers made this as quickly as possible because of students having to do school at home. And so they wanted to get some content out to you guys and have the virtual world ready for you guys, but they didn't have time to make all of the step-by-step little things. But in any case, there's some different activities that you can do, and they'll give you some background information about how to do it, but it won't actually walk you through step by step. So here is one that I tried out, and it's called Draw Your Initials. And so it tells you, okay, you're going to use the Art Canvas playground, and then it says create an algorithm for each letter of your initials and use the pen on the robot to draw those initials onto the art canvas. And then it gives you a hint. You need to be able to move the robot down the robot pen down in order for it to actually draw. That I had to discover because I wrote a program, but I didn't actually have this line of code move the robot pen down. So nothing happened. Nothing got drawn on the canvas. So let's click on Art Canvas. Here we go. And you guys will be able to see my little program run. And if we're wanting to see the initials, we'll probably want to change views. So this view allows me to see an overhead view of the field, whereas this is the one that lets me go back to follow the robot behind it. And then this gives you some more information. I haven't really played with that particular one yet. We're just going to go ahead and do this over the field one. So this is the code that I wrote, and let's go ahead and see what happens. Hey, and I drew a little M, if you guys can see my tiny little M there. And so I, how I figured this out was I kind of doodled around. Here, I'll show you. This was my little sketch of an M, and I thought about, okay, how many degrees do I need to rotate in order to get different places? So that's how I created my little M. I'm gonna see if maybe I can make one that is more like a parallel capital M standing straight up, like like that. So I'm gonna have to do some modifications to the angles if I want to do that. But you guys can see, so I had set robot pen color to black, and there's options red, green, and blue. And then move robot pen down or up. So if you want to have two initials that are separated from each other, then you are going to have to lift your pen up and then scooch over to do your next initial. And so then the robot just drives forward. So we drive forward for, I forgot that that would happen. Whee! Oh, here, let's just run it one more time and see if it'll like all connect together or something. Maybe. Okay, not quite. But yeah, fun times. Okay, oh, that's kind of neat. So this does give me some info on like the location and the angle that we're going to. So if you wanted to kind of figure out how things are moving around, you can use that a little bit. But yeah, so here's one brand new little program that you guys can try out. You guys can try doing your own initials. You know, some initials are going to be easier than others. At least an M is all just basically a zigzag, so that was easy to start with. But give it a shot. See if you guys can do that. Maybe especially like Bobby, I was thinking of, has BB as his initials. You could create a B and then move it over and then just run that algorithm again. I wonder if you could do a loop so you could just make the B twice and not have to program it twice. That'd be kind of interesting to see if you can do that. So give it a shot, guys. If you have time to do it, I'll check in with you guys next week about your progress. Thank you for everybody who has been posting on the Flipgrid and letting me know about your progress. And yeah, we'll see where we can go from here. Thanks, guys. Now I need to stop the video. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do.